Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho. This video is going to be the first video in a hopefully what's going to be a very long series of reviews for the Exploring the Arsenal series that I've got going on in my channel. And this time, we're actually going to delve into the sniper rifles of combat arms. So, it only makes sense to start with the very first sniper rifle you unlock in the game, which is called the M24. The M24 rifle, as it's called in combat arms, is referred to as the M24 Sniper Weapons System because of the fact that the sniper rifle isn't actually just a rifle by itself. It comes with a detachable telescopic sight, and it comes with other accessories as well, hence the term weapon system. The M24 was originally created as the Remington 700 rifle, or the R700, which some of you guys may recognize from games like Call of Duty 4. And the M24, for its part, is the military and police version of the R700. The M24 has been in service in the United States military since 1988, and it still is being used in combat today. And it is manufactured by Remington Arms, hence the term, or hence its original name, Remington 700. In-game, the M24 is unlocked right as you start the game. If you make a new account or whatever, just start over from scratch, then the M24 is automatically unlocked for you because of the simple fact that it has no rank requirement. It's basically automatically available to you as soon as you make a new account. As for its cost, it costs 1,500 or 5,390 GP for 7 days. Originally, there was 1 day price tag, but seeing that Nexon got rid of it for whatever reason, we can only go off the 7-day price tag. The 30-day cost is 21,400 GP, and the 90-day cost is 59,400 GP. Now let's jump into the core aspects of any good gun review, the stats. The M24 can deal 90 damage. Now compare this to the damages that other bolt-action sniper rifles can deal in combat arms, and you'll find that the M24 is woefully subpar compared to those other bolt-action sniper rifles. 90 damage puts the M24 at the weakest sniper rifle in the entire game as far as bolt actions are concerned. So if you were to use this, if you were to pit this against a stronger sniper rifle such as the L96A1, then you'll find that more often than not, in more situations than not, the L96A1 will beat the M24 simply because of the fact that the M24 is not capable of a one-shot kill at all. In the following tests, you will see exactly how the M24's damage profiles will go, and here you go. So we have here Reminiscence. He has a medium vest, and we are going to see how much damage an M24 will do to him at relatively close range. Sniper rifles have minimal damage drop off, so it shouldn't be a problem that we're right next to him. So as you can see, one shot of the M24 deals 84 damage, if I'm doing my math correctly. Alright. Thank you, Reminiscence. Let's see, who's Wiley B, can you come over to us, please? Whee. Alright. Wiley B has a light vest on. He's got the prisoner cosmetic on, but since he already has light vest, it shouldn't be a problem. So we will go ahead and shoot one shot into his chest, see how much damage that does. So as you can see, the M24 deals a lot more damage to light vesters. It's not enough to one-shot them, but you can nick them all the way down to 2 HP if you've got a single shot to their chest. So there we go. Moving on to the portability, the M24 has a 45 portability. This makes the M24 one of the fastest GP standard sniper rifles in the game, or available to you in the GP arsenal. 45 portability is much faster than you will find on most sniper rifles. For example, the L96A1 either has only 30 portability. Nah, it's not 30, but it has only 40 portability. And compare this to the M24's 45. This means that the M24 is much more easily able to be used as an aggressive and a mobile sniper rifle than say an L96A1 would be, just going by stats alone. Moving on to the rate of fire, the M24 has a 15 rate of fire. Now compare this to other GP standard sniper rifles, you'll find that the M24 has a much higher than average rate of fire at 15. Only NX rare sniper rifles such as the MSR or other such sniper rifles have a higher faster rate of fire at 16 or maybe even more. Hence, the M24 is able to be spammed if in emergencies, although because it is a bolt-action sniper rifle, it wouldn't be the best idea for you to do that, but if in the case that the situation calls for it, the M24 can be spammed to save, to save your life. The accuracy of the M24 is one of the most appealing aspects of this sniper rifle. With an accuracy of a perfect 100, this makes this sniper rifle one of the most accurate sniper rifles in the game. In fact, I personally would call the M24 and its variants the most accurate sniper rifles in this entire game. True, there may be other sniper rifles with 100 accuracy designations, such as the DSR-1 Tactical and perhaps some other ones, such as I believe the SIG-50 also has a 100 accuracy. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. But the M24, in my honest opinion, was the original sniper rifle with 100 accuracy. Before the DSR-1 Tactical became the first sniper rifle to have both perfect damage and perfect accuracy, there was the M24. No one disputed the M24's accuracy or position as the most accurate sniper rifle in the entire game. And in my honest opinion, it still holds that title very, very strong to this day. The only reason that the M24 will ever miss is not because of the gun itself, but only because of the fact that you yourself missed. If you miss a shot, almost in every situation, in almost any scenario, it is because it's your fault, not the gun's fault. Maybe it could be the gun's fault, but that is dependent on the gun center speed and hipfire position. But in most cases, 99 out of 100 cases, if you miss, it's your fault. As for the recoil, statistically speaking, the M24 does have 60 recoil, but for all intents and purposes, the M24 is a bolt-action sniper rifle, meaning that the recoil doesn't really matter much. However, it does have 60 recoil, which means that it's a relatively low recoil sniper rifle. This sounds very strange for a statistic at 60, but because this is a sniper rifle and you're not going to spray it everywhere, the M24 does indeed have pretty low recoil per shot. If you pay attention to the M24 while you're firing it while aiming down sights, then the M24 indeed does not jump very high when you actually fire it. So for all intents and purposes, again, the M24 has both low recoil and negligible recoil. As for the recoil, statistically speaking, the M24 does have 60 recoil, but for all intents and purposes, the M24 is a bolt-action sniper rifle, meaning that the recoil doesn't really matter much. However, it does have 60 recoil, which means that it's a relatively low recoil sniper rifle. This sounds very strange for a statistic at 60, but because this is a sniper rifle and you're not going to spray it everywhere, the M24 does indeed have pretty low recoil per shot. If you pay attention to the M24 while you're firing it while aiming down sights, then the M24 indeed does not jump very high when you actually fire it. So for all intents and purposes, again, the M24 has both low recoil and negligible recoil. The M24 starts with a standard ammo capacity of 7 rounds in a magazine and 21 in reserve, so its ammunition count is higher than average compared to guns like the L96A1 or other bolt-action sniper rifles such as the L96. So the M24 does start with a little bit more ammo, so in that regard, it's pretty good. So, this is going to be the no-scoping test for the M24. I'm going to unload a full magazine of M24 rounds into the side of this building here so you guys can get a good feel for what the hipfire spread is. As I've probably already mentioned earlier in this review, you cannot, or the game Combat Arms doesn't let you show, or it doesn't let you see your hipfire spread for sniper rifles, so sometimes it's kind of hard to get a sense of how your sniper rifles behave when you no-scope with them. So here we go. So as you can see, the hipfire spread is pretty tight. Let's say if we were to back up to a further demonstration right here, I should be standing right now, yeah. And there you go. So this is going to be a demonstration test of the scope and time of the M24. It's very fast. As you guys can see, the M24 is a very fast scoping and sniper rifle. And there you have it. And now we're going to have it stay like this so you guys can see the idle sway of the M24 and the scope and style. The M24 is like the ever popular L96A1, where you have the standard green scope sniper rifle sight and the same zoom level as the L96A1. And as you guys can probably tell already, the idle sway is very, very minimal. So there you go. One final thing that you should be aware of with the M24 sniper rifle, besides the fact that it has insane accuracy, the M24 deals a one-shot clean kill to the backs of almost anyone, regardless of what kind of armor class they're wearing or what kind of vest they're wearing. Actually, they're the exact same thing in this game. The M24 will actually one-shot anyone if you shoot them dead in the chest, in the back, or in the head. Doesn't matter. But for all intents and purposes, it is a one-shot kill to the back, and the following tests will prove exactly that. This test will show you guys that the M24 indeed does one shot to the back, regardless of what kind of armor you're wearing. On the left we have Reminiscence, who has a medium vest. On the right we have Wiley B, who has a light vest, as I've already mentioned. So we will go ahead and aim one shot to his back, and we will see how much damage he takes. He dies in one hit. What about the light vester? I think you already know how this goes. He dies too. So this test proves that indeed they were both at 100 HP. However, almost in all circumstances, regardless of what kind of armor class you have or what kind of vest you have, the M24 will indeed one-shot people to the back. So what do I think about the M24 as far as quickscoping is concerned? Obviously in Combat Arms there's a really big quickscoping community, so is the M24 a good quickscoping gun or not? Quite frankly, the M24 is theoretically a very good quickscoping sniper rifle, mainly because of the fact that it maintains, or mainly because of the two facts, that one, it maintains its very, very good accuracy, so if you know where the middle of your screen is, almost all the time the M24 will shoot a bullet right there wherever you aim. And second of all, the M24 has a very, very quick aim down sights time. As you guys can probably have already seen in my demonstration video, or the clip that I demonstrate the speed at which the M24 aims down sights, the M24 with those two facts, or with those two attributes, should be a very good quickscoping sniper rifle. But it isn't. And the main reason for that is because the M24 is not capable of a one-shot kill. If you were to assume that all people started out at just a little bit under 100 HP and all had light vests, then maybe the M24 could be a good quickscoping sniper rifle. However, it isn't, because the M24, just in most situations, in most scenarios, it cannot pull off a one-shot kill because of its very low damage. Unless you were to flank them and shoot everybody in the back, which more than likely won't happen, the M24 is just not a good quickscoping sniper rifle at all, and you'll be very frustrated if you try to use it, unless you are really good at picking off headshots. If you're good at headshots and you like accuracy, then pick the M24 for a good challenge. It might be fun to you, but more than likely than not, to most people, it's going to be hell. So try to stay away from the M24. So as for my personal opinions of the M24, what do I think about the sniper rifle in question here? The M24, even though it does have a lot of things going for it, even though it does have a lot of, very good attributes, such as its perfect accuracy and its very quick aim down sights time, unfortunately, personally speaking, it's not for me. The fact that the M24 only can deal a one-shot kill to the backs of your enemies means that I will get easily frustrated with the fact that people are constantly getting away, even if I put a bullet into them, with sometimes only 2 HP, where even a pistol bullet across the map can take them out. So the M24 is, just as a quick word of wisdom here from an experienced Combat Arms player, is very downright frustrating. You will not have a good time with the sniper rifle just because of the fact that it's a bolt action sniper rifle, so you won't be able to land follow-up shots very quickly, and also because of the fact that it just doesn't kill in one shot. That's the most frustrating thing about it. Me personally, I like having my sniper rifles being able to do one-shot kills no matter what kind of HP my enemies are. So the fact that the M24 can't be able to do just that, it infuriates me. So unless you get headshots a lot of the time, unless your accuracy, your own personal skill can match the M24's insane accuracy, the M24 is just not the optimal sniper rifle you should be using in any situation. You may as well just pick up a Barrett 50 cal, or as it's called, the M107CQ in this game, and just camp back, because even though that gun only has 90 accuracy just like the L96A1, it's still capable of a one-shot kill, and it's got a double zoom scope. So the M24 is just outclassed just by its damage alone. It may be better in the portability, it may be better in the rate of fire, it may be better in the accuracy, it may be even better in the recoil department compared to any other sniper rifle that you could pick up. But if the damage isn't there, then in my opinion, there's really no point in using it, unless it's semi-automatic. But the problem is, the M24 is not considered a semi-automatic because it's a bolt-action sniper rifle. So, what's my final verdict? You should probably avoid it. The M24, however, because it demands such precision and it demands such skill, because the only viable way to use a M24 consistently is to pick off headshots no matter what no matter what your situation calls for. The M24 is a very good sniper rifle to train yourself, to train your quickscoping accuracy, to make sure that you do get those crucial headshots at the moments that you need to. In that sense, yes, the M24 is a very good sniper rifle because of the fact that it's so demanding and it's so unforgiving. Because if you land those crucial shots, if you hit those headshots, then it will train you to become a better sniper and overall better player, because it will force you to improve your accuracy. So if you guys are looking to get a crash course in improving your own aim by yourself, then the M24 sniper rifle may be your best option. The easiest and the most accessible way to improve your aim is by using M24. However, if you're not looking to do that, if you're looking to pub stomp and go quadruple positive in every single game you play, just don't use M24. It's better off that you never knew about it. Now, for you guys, I do have a recommended playstyle and class setup for the M24, and it revolves around being sneaky and being aggressive. The M24, because of its quirk that allows it to one-shot people to the back no matter, or disregarding any kind of armor or vest that they may be wearing, the M24 is a very, very good sniper rifle if you can get up behind your enemy and shoot them in the back, because even though the M24 can only deal one shot to the front, what does it matter if it only takes one bullet to kill them in the front, no matter what HP they're at. So the M24 is, as I recommend, a very, very good sniper rifle to use if you're a very good flanker. If you know how to navigate the map, if you know how to be sneaky enough to the point where you can let your enemies pass you, and so that you can make them turn their backs to you, then the M24 is an excellent sniper rifle, because for a bolt-action sniper rifle, it has a fast rate of fire. So if you see a lot of people with just sitting there with their backs turned to you, then you can pick them off one by one easily without having to aim for headshots. So this is what I'm going to recommend. The M24, obviously, in your primary slot. And as for your pistols or your secondaries, I recommend having a very good spammable pistol. And what I mean by spammable pistols is a pistol that you can fire very, very quickly with. For example, the G23, or possibly even the USP. The USP is a very strong pistol, but unfortunately it doesn't have as much ammo as the G23 does, and the G23 can fire a lot faster. Honestly, you don't really need a caliber of the USP. Any pistol works. Even your M92 FS works, because most of the time, if you shoot someone with your M24 and they're within pistol range, they only need one more shot to take down. Because typically speaking, as you guys have already seen in my damage test video, if they're wearing a light vest, even if they're wearing a medium vest, the M24 can take them down below 20 HP, and at a range where pistols are viable, they're going to go down in one shot. So having a very good spammable pistol is what I recommend in your secondary slot. As for your knife, any knife works. Usually knives don't really matter too much, and if you do need to run away, I mean, you could still run away with your M24 because it's a very fast sniper rifle. It's not very slow compared to other bolt-action sniper rifles might be. So knives aren't really that important, but it's always good to have a fast knife. As for a grenade, any grenade it goes. If you want to use flashbangs to you know, catch your enemies off guard if they're not wearing any flash protection, and get behind them and shoot them all in the back, you're perfectly fine to do so. Maybe you can just bring along a frag pack and toss grenades around, so that hopefully, if you're lucky enough, your grenades will hit or injure someone, and if you shoot that guy, he only needs one shot to take down with M24. As for a backpack, you know, you can carry any backpack you want. I do recommend having at least a backpack though, even if it's just your standard or your default backpack, because having a backup weapon is very, very important. Because in the case that you run out of your pistol ammo, because typically we all know that you can run out of pistol ammo very, very easily, because, you know, I'm recommending spam a pistol here, so you're going to run out of bullets really quickly. Having a secondary submachine gun or maybe an assault rifle to help you out with those long-range gunfights that, you know, maybe you're not too comfortable with just a sniper rifle, then that's obviously very, very good to have, and that's why I recommend having at least the default backpack. As for your perks, or that's what I like to call them, this game calls them abilities, Steady Hand is not a bad ability to keep in mind or consider, because even though the M24 has very, very good idle sway in the fact that it doesn't sway around a lot, in fact it sways around very, very little compared to other sniper rifles in this game, Steady Hand might be a good option for you because of the fact that the M24 just demands such precision. Because if you're gonna one-shot people and you haven't injured anyone yet, or if you haven't injured your target, then if you don't shoot them in the head, or if you don't shoot them in the back or the head, you're not going to take them down in one shot. So if you are trying to go for those very accurate headshots, then having Steady Hand may help you, especially if you're camping or if you're locking down a position in a defensive manner, because, you know, you're probably, if you are camping or doing anything of the sort, you're probably aiming down sights while you're at it. And having the idle sway, even though, like I said, the M24 doesn't have a lot of it, maybe it's still may be enough to make you miss your shot and make you wish that you had Steady Hand on. So having Steady Hand may be good for you, though it's obviously its effects are rather limited because the M24 has really good idle sway anyway. Also, another one that comes in nicely with my recommended class build is the fact that, or is Spectre. Sorry, Spectre ability will basically make your footsteps very, very quiet. You can still hear them, and people who sound horror very, very well or have really good headphones will still be able to hear you. But to most players, or the most, you know, standard players or whatever, or people who don't pay attention to their audio, or maybe don't play with audio for some reason, will not be able to hear you at all. I mean, if they're not playing with audio, they never will hear you anyway. But most of the time, people do play with audio, so you see logic train there. So Spectre, having that obviously will make you even more stealthy, or stealthier, I think that's a word, yeah. And it plays in well with my recommended playstyle of having the M24 being an aggressive sniper and either going for headshots or being sneaky and sneaking around the map and shooting your enemies in the back. Because, you know, shooting people in the back with M24 is always going to be a one-shot kill most of the time. So Spectre obviously helps you out very, very much, or a lot with that. So, at the end of the review, what do I call the M24? The M24, honestly, is the hardest sniper rifle to use in this game. Understandably so, because it's a starting sniper rifle, you know? The starting sniper rifle, or the starting weapons, can't be that great. But, the M24 is still a very, very challenging sniper rifle to use. If there was a phrase that I could come up with to describe it, it's headshot or die. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the review. Please look forward to the other sniper rifles used that will hopefully follow in its path or in its tracks, whatever. And thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. And thank you very much to Reminiscence and YDB there for helping me out with this test. If there's any final shoutouts you guys want to make real quick before I end the recording, that'd be great as well. Hold on, let me see if I can. Whee! Alright, I made it. Alright, that'll be it. Thank you guys very much both, and we will see you guys later.